I'm not sure that I really know that much about olive oil, but what I do know is the finance side. We find creative ways to write things off that nobody ever thought of before. It's not really about what is there. It's about how can we take what is there and make it better. And we help you to do that better than anybody else. When you are an operator in the ag business, you need to think long term. I mean, clearly you got to think long term. You got to think long into the future in terms of, where you're going to plant what you're going to plant, and how long it's going to be there. I'll give you another good example. I had another client that's actually in the gas station business, and he had a property around his house, pretty substantial property, I think 15 acres, right? And for some reason, he really loved olives and really loved olive oil. He was going to plant some olive trees and do some things, and then he said, you know what, I might even buy an olive press, right? And I'm like, if you do buy that olive press, you can take depreciation on it. You can offset your income from your gas station if you structure everything properly. But then you can use that money to really invest in an olive business and actually create a whole separate business that actually makes money, the olive oil business. So he started making his own olive oil. And of course, not only with this plantation / farm / whatever you want to call an olive oil place was making money, but you also had the carrying cost of the land that you could set property tax, irrigation, and everything else you're doing. It was all part of the business. He actually started selling the olive oil in his convenience store and to other people. An estate olive oil that was really custom produced for the finest possible virgin olive oil that's out there because it's the best pressing, I don't know. He was able to write off things that he never wrote off before and to use his money to really create happiness in his business because that's what he loved. Sometimes you just need to look at things a little bit differently. And particularly when you look at the ag business, you need to see things that aren't normally there. This guy was like, well, I'm going to have these olive trees. I don't know what I'm going to do, whatever. We actually asked him questions about his life, what he likes to do, and his business. And we found out through doing that what his home situation was, where he was living and what he was doing with his home life. And then he started saying, well, I kind of want to do this. That he would have ever thought this out on his own, which he didn't, right? He came to us and started talking about his life, or we asked him questions about his life. And then we discovered a better way to do things. And we decided a way to write things off for him and let him do what he wanted to do with his life. I've had a lot of clients over the years that have worked in agriculture. And agriculture is really an amazing opportunity for a lot of people, and especially, quite honestly, to combine agriculture with other industries too, but ag in itself is a great industry. The ag business is a long-term business. And you need to look at the ag business as a long-term business. You need to think about multi-year investments. You need to think about digging a well that could cost you $250,000, $350,000, and that well is going to be good for 15 or 20 years. So ag is really a long-term business. And I think that's really critical when comparing to other businesses, for example, retail, where you're buying a bunch of stuff to put on the shelf to sell, hopefully in the next couple days or next couple weeks, versus you're buying something to put it on a different shelf, in the agriculture shelf, that's going to be producing for you for 30 or 40 years. Very, very, very different business. Your financing has to match up with the way you're going to invest in that business. So you may want to have long-term loans for property. You want to have short-term loans for inventory. Really what we're doing is we're being curious. And we're being curious about what our clients want to do with their money.